Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. It is Friday. I am sorry, I'm running a little behind right now. I'm just going to put that into view because it's fun. All the fizzes, right? All the fizzes. But I'm definitely in some dire need for caffeine. Actually, yes and no, to be honest. I thought I would be more tired than I am now. So apparently, I am one of those who can still highly thrive on very little sleep. So, oops, getting water all over my computer. Oh gosh, I love the bubbles. I love the bubbles. Get the bubbles. Anyways. Oh, it's Go With The Flow Friday. How is everybody? Good morning, baby sibling. I know, dude. After it's funny. We were watching the same movie last night when the interesting thing is when I saw the original before it was recut, I saw it with baby sibling in San Diego, Thanksgiving weekend. So, good morning, Sammy. Hello. So I stayed up last night to watch the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League, because, hi, I'm a geek, and, you don't even need to be a geek, okay, but to literally commit 4 hours of your life to this, and it didn't feel that long to me. I don't know about everybody else, but it did not feel that long to me. And then, last night, because, I am a geek, that movie drove me right into the midnight hour, and at 12:30, when my movie was over, I jumped universes to the Marvel Universe and started Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, I did not get to bed till like 2, and my alarm goes off between 6 and 6:30. I say between 6, well actually it goes off at 5:30, but there was no way that was happening today. So I changed it to 6:30. Of course I didn't get to bed till after 2, but... you can't watch action movies and not have any repercussions when it comes to just totally vibing high, right? But I will say this, it was very worth it. I am actually I actually woke up a lot faster, so I don't know, maybe 4 hours is my magic number for sleep. But we'll see how that goes in about 5 hours when I'm like, huh, what? So anyways, happy Friday, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday. It is Glow with the Flow Friday. I'm trying to find a card here. So, oh, light bulb went off for Baby Puff. She remembered now that we all saw that together. And then I went home right after. So, hey, when you're halfway home, you might as well go all the way, right? So... or just under halfway home, I should say. Wasn't quite halfway home. But, it was fun. So, let's see. This is not working out the way I want it to with that shuffle. There's one. What do you think? 2? Are we in it for 2 for today? All right. Glow with the Flow. Thank you again, Sammy, for that. I love it. For reinforcing that. So, how is everybody? Good. Oh, we had that one. Okay, well, I think we had that one before, but we just had this one, so, forgive me. This is why we call it Glow with the Flow, right? Because you never know what's going to happen. And honestly, I think that's where my brain is shot, is I have no ideas for today. Good morning, older sibling. I know I'm so picky, right? It's like, just do one card so you don't, pontificate for like 1,000 hours like you always do. Soapbox. Hi, Soapbox. Just a reminder, everybody, there's a lot of weird shit stuff going on in the world right now. And, be kind to one another. Okay? Be kind to one another. I recently joined a, oh god, I can't even think. Sorry, lost that thought. Oh, too bad. Huh? We already said Glow with the Flow, but I'm not sure if my bro from another Mo caught that. See what I did there? Totally made that rhyme. Oh my goodness, card, just pop out. Baby sibling, send some juju so we get a card. There. Finally. Thank you. Okay, hi. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know. I am stumbling. I'm not stumbling. Nothing wanted to pop up. Oh, yeah, this is directly to Troy. So, Troy, I was telling Laura today about your house, and I told her, I said, you need to get like a massage therapist in there so I can come over and just totally zen out in your apartment. As long as your family doesn't mind. Because, we've been best friends for forever. So, anyways, like I said, he's like my brother from another mother. He's the very first brother from another mother. So, okay, we have two. A dragonfly, which is basically like the symbol for continuing life, right? I mean, we usually see them around the springtime, and they can look a little daunting and spooky, I know, but to be honest with you, I feel, a lot of people, when they lose family members, they're always hummingbirds, right? They're always hummingbirds. And I know people always want to say, well, hummingbirds are everywhere, but you know what? You don't always see hummingbirds, especially without feeders. So just let them have that, okay? Because I personally believe that they are seeing somebody, that somebody is visiting them in a form that's beautiful and whimsical and just sweet. So my mom comes to me in dragonfly form. And I know that sounds weird to some people. I know, just go with me here. Usually there's a season for dragonflies. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they can exist whenever they want. But you only see them usually at a certain time of year. And I see these all the time. I saw one in the dead of winter, and it was purple, which was my mother's favorite color. Never seen a dragonfly that's purple. Haven't seen it since. So I took it as a sign. Do with that what you will. So, I see. Lack of sleep make me bitchy. Look out, older sibling. You've been warned. So, and stupid. So, anyways, and giggly. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So, I always trust the direction of the universe, your higher power, whatever it is you believe in. And I know I'm being guided. You have to trust. Okay. Going back a second, I just saw comments. Find the massage therapist. I have a table. LOL. Do I even want to know why you have a massage table in your... Never mind, I don't want to know. I'm sure it's Troy. I'm sure there is an explanation that is just an explanation. But, yeah, okay. Deal. Okay, I'll just tell them, hey, you know what? Do you do home visits? And one for my friend. So, anyways, this is just... It's going off the rails in my head, guys. It's not the place you want to visit. So, Jason used to be licensed. Jason is his partner of a bazillion years. I didn't know. Oh, well, what about Jason then? Hello. Anyways, I trust my friends, okay? So, all right, we're definitely glowing with the flow today, aren't we? Not quite the flow, but glowing with the flow. It's like a snaky river, it's just all over the place. It's like the road to Hana. In and out, in and out, in and out the mountainside. Okay, so one more time. I always trust the direction of the universe / higher power and know I'm being guided. You have to trust, you have to have faith, you have to believe. Okay? And when you start doing that, you find confidence. And what does confidence bring? Your authentic truth, which apparently makes you sexy. Sexy. I'm sexy and I know it. For Fraggle's sake. I don't know what's happening, guys. I am so sorry. Everyone's out there like, oh man, you should get less sleep more often. There's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. That is true. That is true. In fact, you always see it in movies, right? where somebody tries to be this completely different person, and it's like, oh, well, and then the person they're out on a date with says, you know what, I think we're good. Maybe I'll call you sometime. And the other person's like, oh. And you know what? Just be yourself. Be yourself, okay? To be honest with you, this is my authentic truth when I am tired. And like I said, I don't feel tired, but I think my brain just probably did not get enough relaxation time. So it's a little sketchy right now. Or perhaps my being tired took down that veil that I wear when I do these. And now you can see how dorky and goofbally I really am. So although I really don't try to hide that, to be honest with you, because I'm just straight up silly. But, and I have my moments. I have my bad moments. In fact, I don't know if I should share this, but it was kind of funny. And it's, I was a lot younger then, but it's sticking in my head. And I don't know why. But I've always said I can be bitchy, right? So a sibling and I were just talking about this story this morning. And apparently I have a mommy voice. I know I don't have kids, so I don't know where I got it from. But it might have come from growing up in a very large family. I'm an only child, yes. And yes, I adopt my siblings, but I give them special names because they're my peeps. Except Troy. Never could figure out what to call him. Bro from another mo? Don't know. But you know, we were talking about this a long time ago in a decade far away. I went to a movie with my boyfriend at the time, and we went to go. I'm gonna date myself here. We went to go see The Rock with Nicolas Cage. Love that movie. Great chase scene. But it kind of reminded me of like Bullet with Steve McQueen. And yes, I'm not sure I was born yet when that movie came out, but I saw it as an adult. Excellent car chase scene. But anyways, there were these kids behind us, okay? And they were teenagers, and you know how teenagers can sometimes get. They just like to stir up trouble. So they first come in, they're loud, they're late to the movie, and I don't say anything because hey, they're teenagers, just let people be who they're going to be. And I was very quiet back then. I did not drop any kind of swear words. I mean, unless something bad like an oh shit kind of moment. But it was not in my normal vocabulary. But anyway, they start kicking the chair. At first I figured, okay, they're just getting settled in. I'm not going to say anything. So they kick my chair again. And this time they kick it harder. And my boyfriend sits and, my boyfriend at the time turns around and just kind of gives them the look. Like the look. And so then it's kind of like, and he had kids. So, he gave him the dad look. But he was, okay, I'm going to admit he was much older than me. But hey, I was in my 20s. It's okay. It was all legal. But anyways, so then it's like they kick the chair again. And I'm just sitting there like, just leave it be. But you can feel it boiling up, right? You totally feel it boiling up. But I said nothing. So they kick the chair again. That's right. I mean, I lost count how many times they kicked my damn chair. And so he turns around and he says, you guys better knock it off or we're going to have problems. And so then, because he says I'm sorry, they kicked his chair after he gave them the look. And so he says that. So then they kicked mine so hard, guys, I literally bounced in my chair. At that point, Mount Shelsuvius was pissed. I turn around and okay, like I said, it's not my finest moment, but I find humor in this because the mommy voice. I turn around, I stand up, and I look at each one of them and say, if you kick my fucking chair one more time, I'm going to break your damn legs. Nothing after that. Now, I'm not a violent person. I was pissed, but I'm definitely not a violent person. But I'm not even sure why I shared that, but I'm still laughing inside. Or as they would say when you go on a roller coaster now, scream with excitement in your heart. Seriously? How are you not supposed to scream on a roller coaster? But anyways, like I said, not my finest moment, but you know what? Again, this falls under be kind. These kids were swearing at us from behind. They were making comments at us from behind. I get it. They were being teenagers. But, you know, when somebody asks you something nicely, do it. Now, I don't blame parents for these things because kids, when they're that age, they do whatever they're going to do. They could be the best kids at home and then just be assholes outside. Now, as for me, I was always worried I'd get caught. So, I am so sorry, guys. I feel like I have this hair in my face. But, so yeah, I have a mommy voice. Who knew? I haven't really said that to anybody since. I don't think. I'm sure the siblings can tell me if I have. I would never say that to people I know. But anyways, that is my authentic truth. Do not push me. I am a much more patient, much more calm and kind person. I had a lot of traumas I had to heal, which is why a lot of that I got to sneeze. Excuse me. I am so sorry. Okay. See, these are in the comments, so I'm going to share this from Sammy. I had some kids many, many years ago throwing stuff over their shoulders at us from the row in front of us at a movie. I stuffed popcorn down their backs. Nicely done. Nicely done. You know, I don't... You know what? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. You got to do what you got to do, okay? I am not ashamed of that moment because, like I said, thank you, Sammy. Thank you, baby sibling. I literally put up with that for half a movie, okay? They were already trying to escape from the prison by the time, or they were already doing they were in the last half of the movie by the time I just lost my shit. And so I think they had it coming. But yeah, so, it's like the Cell Block Tango, right, from Chicago. They had it coming, except I don't kill people. I do spill things down my shirt, but just don't be violent, okay? And nowadays, watch your words, because everything can be used against you nowadays. But not that I go out of my way to be mean to people, because I don't. I do find that it is a lot... Sorry, hi, stuffing my bra. These are all mine. Oh my god. Anyways, we are definitely going with the flow today. I'm not sure what flow that is, but we're definitely going with it. But yeah, I do think, though, nowadays I would have handled that much better. A lot of times we just, I think a lot of times we just... Sorry, I'm reading the comments. I think a lot of times we just... we don't know how to contain it. People aren't usually... I think it's a very rare occasion when you come across a person that is that awful. Sammy just said it too. I don't normally do stuff like that either, but it was the same as your situation. I missed most of the movie because of those kids, so they had it coming as well. Exactly. You try to handle it. You get an usher, because I believe... my memory is a little shaky because this is a long time ago. I'm pretty sure my boyfriend at the time got an usher, and they still did it. And actually, after they got the usher, it was bad. I could share stories. I know I get that voice from my mother. Okay? And my dad's a Scorpio. He could just look at you. But, my parents weren't mean. Every grounding I got was well deserved. But I usually got off for good behavior. But it's just about kindness, And I remember, that's what I was always taught. Respect the people around you. Be kind to one another. That's what makes your authentic truth sexy. Being an asshole does not make you sexy. Okay? Being a jerk does not make you sexy. I mean, we can kind of put it into this whole category right now where, I don't like to bring up controversial subjects because, the daily vibe is supposed to be positive. It's supposed to be, kind of going in the direction of, just vibing high. But, we're now in a situation, at least here in the United States, where we have a lot of Asian attacks going on, and it's not cool. I don't know why people feel the need to constantly attack one another. That does not make you sexy. That does not make you cool. Okay. It doesn't. I mean, it does not, if you are a hardcore religious person, it does not put you in a good light with God. How does attacking somebody else put you back in favor with God? How does attacking somebody else put you back in favor with your higher power or even the universe? Because you know what? The universe, that's a wacky one there, okay? Because the whole law of the universe is what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So it's kind of like karma, right? You're going to get whacked upside the fucking head if you do something bad. And it may not happen directly to you. It could happen to the people around you. So isn't it kind of, in your best interest to be a kind person, to be a nice person, to not attack people because somebody calls a certain virus a certain thing and just kind of, promotes this hate? That's the problem here. We have to be nice. We have to trust that the universe is guiding us in the right direction. We have to not be afraid of change. And when you're not afraid of change and you kind of learn that confidence and that self-esteem in yourself, you do discover your authentic truth. And, I don't even know if I want to subscribe to authentic self anymore because I like the authentic truth. I mean, I'm just me. Okay. This is me. You pretty much get me every day. I don't put up any pretenses. I don't put up any fakery. You've seen me at my lowest. Well, you haven't seen me at my lowest because that day we did not have a vibe. I've only missed one. Since July 8th, I've only missed one because I didn't have it in me. And it was still very new at the time, but I had nothing in the gas tank. I had nothing. But now when I don't have anything in the gas tank, I still kind of push through. Sometimes they end up really short, like a one and done, and then I'm out of there, and then I just fall apart. But this is me. This is my authentic truth. This is who I am every moment. And we shift, we change, right? We grow in different directions. I'm feeling like another card needs to be pulled. There's a stream of love supporting me. There's a stream of love supporting me. So that one tried to come up earlier, believe it or not. And it actually says there's a stream of love supporting my dreams. But there's a stream of love that supports all of us. And, it's like a road or it's like a river, right? Think of that stream as being like a river. You can jump in and just ride it like a lazy river, or you can jump in and out, not trusting where it might go. Yeah, you're going to hit rocks. You might hit a couple of rapids, but that's life. Life is not perfect. Life is not happy, happy, joy, joy. It can be, and each moment can be. But I mean, when I say it's not happy, happy, joy, joy, I mean, we're not skipping through life, not expecting anything bad to happen. Things do, but it's your perspective. My cousin's husband, this is a different cousin. My cousin Trez, her husband Steve, I have known him since I was 14 years old. He is, to me, like older sibling. It is really kind of just, Steve is like this go with the flow, everything can bounce off you. And when something bad happens to him, I mean, I think it, he processes it, but just the person I've seen, he lets things bounce off of him. And I asked him about that once. I said, it is amazing how you just let things roll right off of you. And all he said was, he's like, what's the point of holding on to it? But he's not wrong. A lot of times we hold on to things, and maybe we hold on to it because we don't know how else to hold. We don't know what else to hold on to. You know, I mean, like I said, when people have gone through traumas, or people have had not so great childhoods, or when people have had just crappy things happen to them time after time after time, when things start to get better, they look for the crappy things to hold on to because that's what's familiar. That is what's familiar. And that might be that person's authentic truth at the time, you know, because they don't know any better. But, you know, and it's not their fault. You can't blame somebody for that. They just don't know how to let go. But eventually they start figuring it out. Troy. Frickin' Troy. Life is just around the river bend. Okay, Pocahontas. We share an affinity for Disney. Okay. I think, you know, it's like I was talking about the other day with Raya and the Last Dragon, right? She was so angry. She was so angry. I mean, her father turned to stone when she was a little girl. Okay, and I don't want to give it away just in case other people haven't seen it, but that is kind of, you kind of see that coming because something has to be the catalyst for this movie, right? But she learns and she grows. Okay, it's a Disney movie. I'm not giving a whole lot away. But, you know, people grow with her and she starts to see that she has this amazing charisma that draws people to her. Because there's also a compassion in there. And I think that's what we need to find nowadays. We need to find that our inner charisma and just, that is your authentic truth, is your inner your charisma. You know, I always ask sibling, I said, I don't get it. I'm one of the shyest people in the world, but I attract people like moths to a flame. And she says, you have charisma. People just are automatically drawn to you because you have charisma. She saw when you're shy, not shy, and let it show. So okay, yesterday I committed to trusting more. So today I'm committing to trusting my authentic truth. Not because it's going to make me sexier, but because, did I really just do that? Yes, I did. Not because it's going to make me sexier, but because, moxie. Exactly, Troy. It's moxie. I like moxie better than charisma. It just sounds more fun and whimsical. But yeah, just live who you are. Don't apologize for who you are. If you are mean to people, or, you know, you think your way is the only way, I hate to say this, but you might have some work to do. I don't like to point that out to people because that's not my place, but it is literally just flying out of my mouth right now. When I say to live your authentic truth, I mean that person inside. That kind, compassionate, loving person. Okay, Troy, are you referring to Justin Timberlake? Because I don't think I've ever heard that song. It's not in my wheelhouse. But anyways, yeah. You know what? This is why we have comments, because they're fun, right? But you have to trust the guidance. You know, in fact, if you see something that you don't see very often, take that as a sign that you're going in the right direction. It doesn't have to be a dragonfly. It could be a hummingbird. It could be a crow. It could be a little dove flying through the sky. Hell, it could be a crane. Okay. I saw a white egret on my way home on the train. I thought it was a crane. I know. I had to look it up because something was telling me, I don't think you're right. And so I Googled it, and sure enough, it was a white egret. Beautiful bird. But it was pure white. You know, and it felt like a sign that I was just going in the right direction. That, you know, that my light is getting brighter. That I'm a little more glowy and shiny, you know. And because I did vibe in a dark place for a long time. And I did wear that mask. And I'm telling you now, one of the things that improved my depression and my dinged up mental health is I stopped faking it. I stopped the fake it till you make it, because that actually puts you behind the 8 ball. I know sometimes we have to get through the workday. I know sometimes, you know, we have to just do what we got to do to get through the day. But I stopped doing that. I would just, you know, if I was at work at the time, I just had to kind of roll back a little bit and just stay to myself. But to be honest with you, and to be fair to the other people who do have to fake it till you make it, I get it. because I did that a lot at work. And really, I have not really discovered this whole I'm not faking it till I make it anymore until I lost my job. So, until I was laid off. And I think that was because that stung. And then, just a couple months later, poof, we're right into COVID, and it's like, okay, everybody stay home. So it's been a challenge. I know it's been a challenge for a lot of people. I know we are heading in the right direction that we need to be heading into and getting everybody out and back into the world again. But just this last year should have been a lesson of how to be kinder to one another, how to be, more compassionate to one another. People are sitting there beating each other up because they don't like change. They don't like people that look different from them. They don't like this, that, or the other. Change is inevitable. Change happens every day. I mean, if you have kids, look at them. They don't stay small. I mean, you are literally watching a human being grow up, right? So, and pets, right? You're literally watching this beautiful little creature in front of you that depends on you grow. And they grow into a companion. They grow into these cuddly little fur beasts. I think I just came up with a new name for Pixel, Fur Beast. She's my girl, but like I said, she can be bitchy. But cranky. Cranky is probably the better word for her. She is like a little old lady in a 5-year-old kitty body. No, 6. Oh my gosh, she's 6. But anyways, that's all I'm asking. Just challenge yourself over the weekend, right? Glow with the flow. Glow with the flow. I mean, it is literally in the title for today. Go with the flow, glow with the flow. The more you learn to go with the flow or glow with it, you will start to see things are not as hard as they seem. Be like my cousin Steve. Let that shit bounce off you. Why would you hold on to it? It doesn't do you any good. It does not serve a purpose. It does not add anything to your life. In fact, it actually detracts from your life. Now, I know we are not going to be happy or glowy every single day. That's okay. My point is if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on somebody else. I have a tendency sometimes to do that. I get really just cranky and uptight, and then someone just talks to me. It's like, what? And I feel bad about that. And that's something I need to work on. And I think I am noticing a change the more I go with the flow and the more I trust in the universe, God, my higher powers, the more I start to see the changes in me. Wouldn't it be more fun to just live this life that's a little bit more exciting and happy than a life filled with worry, anxiety, pain, just all that stuff? I know that life comes with all those things. It's like a package deal, right? You get the good with the bad, the yin and the yang, right? It feels like sometimes the justice scales are not balanced. I don't think I'm ever going to find a solid balance. But I do know that taking my unhappiness out on somebody else is not appropriate. And I think we just need to do better as a society. I mean, everybody. Don't pick on someone because they're different. Don't pick on someone because they feel like the body they were born in is not the right body. Don't pick on someone because the person they choose to love looks, has the same physical makeup as them. Don't pick on somebody or be mean to somebody because they don't look like you, because they don't have the same color as you, or because, they may look extremely different, or because they might be, mentally challenged or physically disabled, or, just, wearing a peace sign with tie-dye. There's a great story behind that. And the reason I'm saying that is because a lot of times we have these preconceived notions. We were at Disneyland, and Sibling was wearing her peace sign shirt with the tie-dye. I believe it was from Nova Scotia, from our sister trip that we took, and she saw a Vietnam veteran. So, and it was just a veteran period, but she goes out of her way for Vietnam veterans because, she grew up in that era. She knows how they were treated when they came home, and a lot of these people were drafted, but they took the brunt for the government. And sorry, I'm not trying to put down the government. I'm just saying, wars are like a game of chess. It's between two big people and everyone's fighting in the middle. And she walked up to this gentleman, and his wife was just giving her the eye, right? Giving her the eye because the families go through it too. But he had the hat on, and he was very proud of what who he was and what he was, and being a veteran. Period. And she walked up, and before she could say a word, I think I got this right. The woman says, "What do you want?" And Laura she's a lot like Steve. She took it in stride, and she just held out her hand and said, "I would just like to thank you for your service." And the lady, I can't remember, Laura remembers, the lady was kind of mouthing off in the back, but the guy was so appreciative, and he just took that moment as being so special. Almost like a redemption kind of thing. And I don't even know if that's what you would call it. But, sibling showed compassion. She showed kindness. And she was getting kind of battered with some language, not heavy language, but just, with some, verbalized anger. And probably I don't want to blame the woman because it was a protective thing. But, don't jump to conclusions either. Okay? I mean, that lady probably felt stupid after sibling left. And, I'm always proud of my friends, my family, my sibling, my adopted siblings. But I was very proud of her in that moment. Not because she went up to that man, but because she just kind of ignored the woman. And, and she walks up, like, "How are you doing?" And she was just so kind. It's almost making me tear up. So anyways, I know I've gone on for far too long. So much for that, not pontificating forever. But I know we were all over the board, guys. I think my brain is finally getting back to where I want it to be. So hopefully by Monday, for Monday stuff, we will be a little bit more organized. We being me and my head and my heart and my soul. We a team. We are a team. But yeah, hopefully I'll be a little bit more on track. So have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Go out there, practice kindness and compassion, and I will see everybody on Monday. Have a great day.